So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On the give, here's Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down and 8. Option play. Here's Robinson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need as they work on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Burrow looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's 2nd down. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Falcons send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete to Higgins.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, Ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And looking to throw, Penix. This is Robinson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll throw with Penix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. this to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Bengals 17.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree